Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 3 of our German integration experience. This week started off with some highly anticipated exploration. We went with the PhD students on a hike this weekend to Auspritz, a small ski resort near the border of Austria. One of the students picked us up, and we all stayed overnight at another one's place in Kempten, another nearby town. This was going to be Onyx's first time experiencing snow, so we were very excited to see his response. I also forgot to get him to wear his booties, so I was worried about his paws the whole time. Turns out Onyx loves the snow. Didn't worry about his paws at all. No sign of discomfort or pain. Just zoomies and confusion when chasing snowballs. It was so good to see him enjoy the snow because I suspect there will be a decent amount of it in the upcoming months. It took us roughly 4 hours to reach the top, and the view was certainly worth it. From here, we could also see Schloss Weinstein, one of the 3 König castles. Of course, we had to sit down and enjoy a beer at the top, as is German tradition. Poor Axel had to carry about 5 of these up for the whole trip. Then Onyx had another new and scary experience, the cable car ride back down the mountain. He wasn't too pleased, but he managed it. After that exciting adventure, I was off to another one in the middle of the week. I needed to travel by myself to Schwäbisch Hall, a little historical town that's famous for the screw manufacturing factory next to it, so that I could write my A1 Gotha Institute test. Deutsche Bahn, being the functional train system that it is, was already delayed on my first train, so much so that I would miss my connection, so I needed to choose another route. My original 2-hour trip turned into a 3.5-hour trip. It was with a big sigh of relief that I made it to the hotel. After putting my things down, I went out for some dinner. Here's breakfast from the hotel in the morning. I was getting pretty nervous, so I could only eat so much. Let's go! Surprisingly, this was pretty much entirely on time, meaning every train was 5 minutes late, but for Deutsche Bahn, that's pretty much hitting their KPIs. At night, magic appeared. It started snowing. I audibly gasped when I came out and saw this. Yes, we saw it on the mountain, but seeing it in your city is different. Onyx loves the fresh powder, and it turns out he loves eating the snow. He kept eating a little bit and then zooming ahead so he could eat more before I walked past him, and then he'd continue this pattern. He's such a strange and wonderful little goofball. And guess what? I passed the test. As you can imagine, I was quite upset with my reading score, but overall I know it was a great score to have. Next piece of good news, they managed to match the signature of my birth certificate, so I'll be able to get it back next week, and hopefully the visa can be submitted as well. It's been a good week of good news. All right, that's enough for this week. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week for week 4 of our German integration experience. And remember, if you're not excited about the snow, what's the point?